Hey guys, back for another video. This is actually the fourth time I've attempted to do this video. Actually had it really happy and then found out my sound broke. So let's try this again, shall we? So the last video I did was about anxiety and how it's not logical and the thoughts that it can create. So I thought I'd follow that up with a conversation about the fear of failure, because I believe the two go hand in hand quite easily. So I don't think there's really anyone out there that doesn't have a fear of failure. If you do, best to you. You're a far better person than I am, and I wish I could be you. Unfortunately, I'm not, and I have to deal with this crap. So the fear of failure is a really powerful thing. It can take complete control over your decisions without you really thinking about it. So, and let's say you get to that point where you go, I'm not going to apply for that job because I'm going to fail. I'm not going to try that sport because I'm going to fail. I'm not going to do this because I'm going to fail. But what are you gaining by not doing them? You're not avoiding failure. Because you're still in the same stagnating situation. You're still not improving. You're still not going to change. So if anything, that not trying and not learning from that failure is the biggest failure you can have. At least if you try and you fail, then you learn from that failure. Yeah, maybe that sport's not for you, but maybe you approach it differently. Maybe that job was not necessarily right for you, but there's something similar out there you really want to try, and you've learned that because you failed by doing this one. So you've got to look at these massively successful people and go, do you really think they had a fear of failure? Like a severe fear of failure, where to the point that they wouldn't attempt something. So we go towards sport. Let's go David Beckham, Michael Jordan. If either of them had a fear of failure, a severe fear of failure, do you really reckon they'd be at the point they are now? Do you think the fear of failure is what made them progress? What pushed them to succeed? No, a fear of failure would stop them both from taking shots, stop them both from succeeding at what they want to do. What they need to use is that failure when it happens to push them to use that education and make it so that they don't fail again, or when the next failure is less harsh. Yes, when you fail, it sucks. Yes, when you fail, it's awful. And we all get that crappy feeling. But it's about not dwelling on that situation. Don't get me wrong, I have this horrendous fear of failure. I've quit jobs because of a fear of failure. I've refused to go to job interviews because of a fear of failure. I've quit sports I've been involved because of a fear of failure and anxiety and stuff like that. And it has had a profound effect on my life. But that doesn't mean it has to continue to have a profound effect on my life. I've got a job interview next Tuesday, which 2-3 years ago, I would have at this point probably overly panicked and gone, no, I quit. I'm just going to turn it down. I'm going to say I don't want it anymore, even though it was something I wanted, or it is something I still want to go and do, because I was too scared to go to that interview and be rejected and have to tell people I've failed. But you know what? It happens. It happens. You move on. There isn't any other choice, unfortunately, unless you want to sit where you are and not carry on. So I was told a story a while ago, or I heard a story a while ago from a motivational video about this gentleman that was like mid-80s walking down the street on a Zimmer frame, and he slipped crossing the road. So this bloke went up to him, helped him up, and turned around to him and said, like, look, I think you should stay inside where it's safe. And the old gent turned around to him and said, but I love walking. And I love walking far more than I'm scared of falling. And the response from the guy that helped him up was, but do you not want to live? And he's like, but how am I living if I'm not doing what I love? And then he just walked away. But you got to think that you have to get past that fear of whatever's the bad point, what could cause it, to do the thing that you love. I have quite a bit of fear about doing these videos, and when I stop them, you feel everything kind of drain from my face, and I have to take a deep breath and etc. But I enjoy doing them, and they might actually help someone if they don't just act as a form of therapy to me. That is. But yeah, there's not much more I can say. The fear of failure can really hold you back, but it's not going to help you succeed. Whatever it is that's you're fearful of, that's going to stop you from pushing that, you need to realize that it's not going to help you. Sitting back and doing nothing is not going to make you succeed. You cannot get to where you want to be at life by doing nothing and not attempting something. Yes, you will try, and yes, you will fail, and but use that failure. Move on to the next thing and use that failure to educate yourself and push you to the next step. Do not allow the thoughts in your head to control your actions in life. Do not allow the people out there that pass on the dark crap and sit there and go, don't do it, you'll fail, don't try it, it's impossible. Guess what? Everything was impossible until somebody did it. That's something that always stuck in my head as well. Everything was impossible until somebody did it. So there's a really cliche story about Thomas Edison about failure, which it's a cliche, but it's a damn good story. So pretty much everyone knows who Thomas Edison is. Without him, we wouldn't have the light bulb and a load of other stuff that he did. But before he made the light bulb, he had 1,000 failed inventions. And when he was asked, well, how do you feel about your 1,000 failures? He turned around and said, they weren't failures. I just found 1,000 ways that it didn't work. Just think about it. So guys, I'm going to cut this short. I'm going to cut it here because I actually have a lot more on the subject that I'd like to talk about, but I don't write things down. I speak from the heart with stuff like this. I get into my head the kind of way I want to go with these videos and what I want to do about them, and I just let it flow, which is why I can be a bit stoppy and starty and etc. But I prefer it this way. I don't want it to be scripted. I want you to realize that I am just me. This isn't some scripted motivational video. This is me dealing with life and telling you how it is. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go now. So I'll leave you with that. I really hope it helps somebody. And remember, guys, how you living. See you next time.